Ladies and gentlemen, Lenny March here from Machine MMA. I'm here with Cole Lloyd, ahead of Machine MMA 47 May 2nd at the Fed. Gateshead, be there. Why should they be there, Cole? We're going to kick off straight away. Cole, why should they be there?
I've never had a boring fight, you know. Every fight I've had has been an absolute war. I'm coming off 2 wars, making it 3 at the end of the day, lads.
There we have it. That's a sentence already that we should, why you should get tickets there to be there May 2nd. Cole, last time out, a fantastic performance against Tommy Komoru. Hopefully I pronounced that right. Tommy, if you're watching. Sorry about that. But yeah, Tommy Komoru, a good performance, a steady performance, a professional performance. Quickly talk to me a bit about that one, you know, making it 2-2 now in your amateur career.
Yeah, well, on the last interview I said I thought he won the last round. Nah, I won all 3, in my opinion. He put up a good fight. His wrestling was solid. Like, I couldn't get him offers. Even when I had him against the cage, I was turning him. It was so hard to break from him. He kept a good pace the entire fight. I just felt like I was ahead most of the fight. Obviously, I'm not ahead all the time, but I knew for a fact, after watching it back, I was really impressed with my performance. Little holes, to be fair to that.
That's great. You talked about their little holes. You know, I'm going to have to ask you about that now. When you watch that back, talk to me about, you know, the lessons, the experience that you take away from that Tommy fight. A tough one for a debut that, you know, I always talk about debuts. It's hard to kind of take what they're going to bring to the cage because you've never seen them fight before. You've seen no training. So I say they're harder than when you're fighting a guy who's 1-0, 2-0 because you can study their game sort of, but you can't study Tommy whatsoever. What have you taken away from, most importantly, you know, experience and the lessons from that first fight, that first fight against Tommy?
I didn't give much up. I've been working on my grappling defense, obviously, since the last 2 submission losses. It's quite hard to get us, to be fair now, but Yakup's a very good submission artist, so I need to stay away from that, to be honest with you. That's the game plan going into that fight.
There we have it. So you've brought up his name. It would be no strange. It would be telling for me to not bring up it. So we'll talk about it. May 2nd, Machine MMA 47, Cole Lloyd versus Yakup Kurt. It's going to be a fantastic fight. And I remember when you said to me after the fight, you said, Len, I think I want to step up. I think this is, you know, I want to prove myself against these, you know, the better guys. And on paper, we should say Yakup had more experience than yourself, more fights, tested against some good fighters thus far in his career. Is this the sort of step up you felt like you wanted at this moment?
100%. I want to go for a double champ status. Get me a second belt. Instead of going featherweight, lightweight, McGregor, I'll go bantamweight and featherweight. So next fight, honestly, I'm coming for a belt. Trust us on that one. 2 belts on the shoulders looks sick.
Anyway, back to the question. Yakup Kurt, do you feel like this is a good step up for yourself in terms of, you know, trajectory in your career, Cole Lloyd?
He's definitely fought the best, like, throughout his entire career. Like, his second fight was against Regan, mate. Regan's obviously went on to be one of the best in the country. Like, Yakup's fought everyone. And at the end of the day, I'm looking to beat him. I'm not going to lose. I'm just going there for a war. You
analyse his game, and I feel like we spoke about it before we went on air. Last fight out against Luke Parker, unfortunately, he did lose that and got stopped. Is that something that you're looking at in this fight? And obviously, you talked about there, you know, his grappling game as well, staying well clear of that, and potentially maybe doing some damage on the feet against Yakup.
Well, I've been down at MFA, training with Luke Parker, because obviously he fought Yakup. Obviously, George and Harry were away, but Abdul was there. So big ups to him, showing us a lot of stuff. But it's good having someone in the cage with him, so I know what he's going to bring. I know that he's a threat on the ground. I know he's a threat on the feet as well. The striking isn't an easy game to get around. It is awkward. There
we go. And you mentioned there, you've been down there with MFA and Luca Parker. You know, I'm going to have to ask this now. Obviously, Luca fighting him last time out. What words has he given you? I don't. If you don't want to give him away, don't worry, Cole. But I'm being cheeky there. But what words has he given you ahead of this one against Yakup?
Stay switched on every second of the fight. That's the best advice he gives us.
There we go. I look forward to it. May 2nd. It's going to be a fantastic fight between Cole Lloyd and Yakup Kurt. If you haven't got your tickets, make sure you get them now. Cole Lloyd, 1 sentence or 1 word before we let them all go. I like to do this before the end of the interview. Why they should be there May 2nd to watch you again.
Slimeout.
I don't even know what that means, boys. We'll catch you May 2nd. The Fed Gate said it's going to be a fantastic show. Live on Notorious TV. Pay-per-view. We'll see you all then.